What's up, Knicks Nation? So we got possible trouble in paradise. It's rumored that the Knicks had a team meeting that was to address the current issues, the 4-game slide, whether or not the team has to make certain adjustments. We're going to get to the bottom of this tonight because it definitely is looking a little spooky out here. Karl Anthony Towns once again does a speech where his body language looks crazy. And he's basically saying, once again, he doesn't know where he fits in and doesn't know his role on this team. Also, James Dolan, the Dolan Foundation, recently said some things on WFAN. Some things that I found to be interesting, and fans are going crazy with it. We're going to talk about that tonight on Knicks Nocturnal. Welcome to the show. I am your host, Karan Pierre, the Objective Fan, and I'm straight out of Kings County, New York City's finest. And you know the vibes. Tell a friend, we are live. This is the late night show, Knicks Nocturnal. Welcome to the first episode. Glad to have you guys here. A lot to talk about. I definitely will be taking your calls. By the way, even though this is a new show, call-up show rules are in effect. All right. First call, 3 minutes. If you want to call back, you do got the $5 callback option. Okay. And that is available on Linktree. The Linktree link is right on the screen to the right. And definitely, if I miss your call, I definitely will call you back. So welcome. And yeah, man, I just want to, before I get to some of the calls, I see some of you guys calling. I want to talk about a couple of things. Okay. First off, before I get to that, salute to all the channel members in the building. Salute to Maxine, by the way. This is her show. She's executive producing this show. Big ups to my man on Dios. I see you. Supermod in the building. Good to see you. Salute to all the channel members in the building too. Yuri, I see you. All the channel members, I do appreciate your support. this is a show I will be doing most nights where the Knicks are not playing. So definitely, I'm glad to have you guys on board and in the building. I want to talk about the Trouble in Paradise first, and then I'm gonna get into a call. Okay. First off, in terms of the team meeting, Trouble in Paradise, I couldn't find any credible information saying that there was a team meeting. Let me get these articles up. I found the source of where I think this whole team meeting stuff came from. Right? I didn't see it from Ian Begley. Right? I didn't see it from anybody credible saying that there was an actual team meeting. Right? So give me 2 seconds for me to get this up there. Where is it at? Give me 2 seconds, y'all. I'm gonna go to research mode still. Wow. Okay. So just gotta find this article, and we'll be moving forward. Yeah. Okay. Here you go. I think this is it here. Yep, I got it. So it's from Clutch Points, right? And this is why I do what I do on this channel. So what Jalen Brunson and Karl Anthony Towns said after players only meeting amid the Knicks' brutal slump. If you read this article, right, there is no talk of no meeting. There's nobody reported that there was a meeting, right? It just has it in the title. And what do fans do? Y'all run and y'all say they had a players only meeting. But if you read the article, and I'm not going to read all of the article, it does not mention the players only meeting. Ian Begley didn't talk about it, right? Or who's other New York guys? All of the New York guys. Stephon Bondi didn't talk about it. None of these guys talked about it. Let me show you. I'm going to give you an example of what a team meeting will look like, okay? So, and once again, I'm not saying that there wasn't a team meeting. It's possible it could have been, but we don't know. It's just speculation. This is what happened the last time we had a players only meeting, all right? And, oh, hold on. Am I logged in? I'm not logged in. Damn. But anyway, this is an Athletic article that talked about, I don't feel like logging in because I don't remember what my credentials are. But anyway, nonetheless, that's an Athletic article that broke down that the Knicks had a player-only meeting. This was during the Boston Celtics series, which helped them turn it around and move forward. And eventually it led to Coach Tibbs being fired. So usually players-only meetings are not something that you they're not something that you really want. I'm gonna take my first call, but I wanted to start there that, hey man, don't believe everything you see on social media. And also, if you see something on social media, go to the source. Look for the source. All right. So get my first caller. Keep the calls coming. 646-995-8389. This is Knicks Nocturnal.
Yo, come on.
Hey, how's it going, Yuri?
Good, brother. It's always good to see you.
Definitely, man. Great talking to you.
I've gotten my way. I haven't been watching Knicks games for a little bit, but I'm letting you know I'm doing good. I'm on my guitar journey.
Right.
But we got 3 minutes to go.
Go
I
ahead.
am not buying the players only meeting bull crap. Unless there was clutch reports, they did report it, but I'm not seeing anything.
Right.
It's on the court that I'm seeing it. Come on, that's a problem.
Mm.
You know, if it was elsewhere, I wouldn't care. Like if that's
Nice.
what I reported, I would have believed it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I didn't show the article, Yuri, but the Athletic had a big article breaking down the players only meeting. So we would have got something like that. I couldn't show it because I don't have my credentials. But yeah, go ahead.
Right. And the thing is, like, you know, it's a 4-game skid, Karan. They were going to hit a rocky road at some point, right? They were going to hit a rocky road at some point.
Right.
So I'm not going to, sugarcoat it with you. I'm being realistic here. Being
Okay.
realistic, Yuri. This team are not the best in the East as of right now. The Pistons
Okay.
are the better team. Tap my hat off to them. They deserve it.
Yes.
Once you a rebuild phase like we did, they're blue collar workers, they're physical team. I give my hats off to them.
100%.
Right?
100%.
It's still early in the season, though, in January. I'm not overreacting to these kind of games until April.
Right.
But we will find out tomorrow if this team is truly broken.
Why you say that?
We're going to find out what this team really is made of. If there really is tension in the locker room.
Okay.
The court will speak for itself.
Yeah. I agree. I agree. So how do you feel about Karl Anthony Towns, though? Do you feel as though he, lost his way? He doesn't know what he's doing in terms of like his role. Did you see the clip?
Yes, I did. I saw the clip. And I'm going to say this for Cat. He's got to get it together. He's got to figure it out. He's got to collab with Mike Brown. He's got to figure out his place in the offense and placed in the defense. And Mike Brown said it himself when it comes to defensive schemes, everything's on the table. So I'm assuming they're working something out.
Okay. What's your final thoughts on this, brother? Final message you want to let Knicks fans know?
My final message is this. We could be really in a bad position right now. OKC literally just lost to the Hornets last night.
Yes.
I'd rather get blown out by the Pistons than lose to the damn Hornets.
Facts.
I'll leave it at that.
I appreciate you, Yuri. Thanks for the call. I will be going live tomorrow. I'm not sure if your break will conclude, but I will be live for the post game for the Clipper game. So if you could take a break, hopefully you could come back. Keep the calls coming, 646-995-8389. Just I'm going to flash the rules really quickly as I get into the next call. Those are the new rules, okay? First call, 3 minutes. If you want to call back, there is an option, $5 call back, and then you could also hit that link tree. Everything I do now is on Linktree, and it's the Objective Fan. So let me get to this next caller, and then I'll move to the second thing I want to talk about. Hello, caller. State your name, where you calling from.
What up, Karan? This is Silk from Brooklyn, brothers.
Salute to my man Silk from Brooklyn. Long time no speak, brother. How you feeling tonight?
Yeah, I got cat-itis, man.
Oh my God! So you want to go there? You want to talk about Cat? Did you see his response when he was asked the question? Okay, go ahead.
I don't care, man. You got one rebound, man. I know you ain't feeling the offense, but do something else. If you ain't scoring, you ain't cutting the ball, do something else. You in there with Mitch. I don't like the double big to start the game, but they got you in there with the double big, and they gonna have 2 guys on Mitch because they know so you got free reign to get the rebound. He in his feelings right now for whatever reason. I don't know, but it's the whole team. I can't say it's just Cat. I don't know what happened to OG after the cup, and what happened to Kumo D. What did he do against that second Spurs game that got him in the doghouse? Ever since that game, and he went after Wemby, Brown said, "Sit your behind down."
Oh my God!
I don't know what he did in that game. He went after Wemby. Okay, you young kid, go after the other French dude. Yeah, I like that. Brown pulled him out that game, and he got DMPs on 2 minutes. He got Yabu minutes now.
Yes. Oh God.
I don't know what he did to piss Brown off that game, but ever since that game, Kumo D ain't seeing nothing.
So
and
because of this,
do you the game? Against Cade, you don't put in McCullough. You put in a 6'9", almost 7 foot dude.
Facts. What I was going to ask you was, based on everything you're saying, do you think that there was a team meeting to address this stuff?
They said it was. Bronson admitted to it. He said it. He told everybody, don't say nothing about what we talked about in the meeting. So he said they all had a team meeting.
Brunson said it?
Yeah.
I didn't see that. I didn't see when he said that.
Brunson
his response saying that, we need to do better. But I didn't see him say we had a team meeting. I'm still looking for that quote. Okay.
The
All right.
quote saying that he had a team meeting, and basically he told everybody, don't be going out here talking about what we said in the meeting.
Oh, okay.
We don't want no Phil Simmons, no Tyree Maxey and B stuff like last year. We have a team meeting, and then he started leaking out.
Okay. Yeah. Do you know where did you hear that? Could I look it up on YouTube, or I need to see that?
I think it came from Ian Begley.
Okay. Because I was on Ian Begley. I was on his Twitter. I was on SNY. I didn't see nothing talking about the team meeting. The only thing we have is that Clutch Points article that said that after the meeting, this is what was said. But in the article, they didn't quote. It wasn't that quote that you just said wasn't in the Clutch Points article.
Yeah, because I saw it about like 4:00 in the afternoon.
Okay.
The team had a team meeting to discuss what's going on, and Brunson basically told everybody, "Don't talk about what we saying."
Okay, so maybe that's why. Maybe Brunson, has New York media. New York media. They don't want to cross Brunson. I don't know. Maybe, but I don't see no one's talking about this team meeting. I had an article by The Athletic that broke down the last team meeting they had with Tibbs in May. So all I'm saying is, if there really was a team meeting, we should see some more coverage on it, man. But I'll let you get your final thoughts, brother. I appreciate the call, man.
Yeah, like my man, who the last caller said, yeah, y'all say y'all had a team meeting, y'all had some stuff out. I don't know what's going on with Cat this year. Maybe he just got the Giannis. I'm getting traded for Giannis emotion going on. And he just thinking too much. But if we get blown out by 20 again, I know Kawhi is doing the MJ stuff right now, but we get blown out by 20 again. That's like that song Changes.
Uh-oh. Thank you, yo, man. I appreciate the call, man. Hopefully I hear you again. I'm pretty much be going live almost every day, if not every day. So there'll be more opportunities to talk. Hopefully you could call back.
True, I miss you sometimes. I said, oh, he was on. I catch the replay game, but I have been missing you live. I've been catching you late and stuff. But it's all good.
It's all good. We always would get up, man. So salute, my brother.
2, 1.
All right. Salute to my man calling out of BK in the house, Kings County, all day, every day. I'm gonna keep it real, y'all. I saw the clip where Brunson was talking about them having to do better. I didn't see the clip where he said the team meeting. So if you guys got that link, definitely send me a message. Oh, by the way, speaking of sending messages, if you guys do want to support the channel, you guys can send in the super chat. I got the Linktree link up. That's the best way to send the super chat. And whatever you send, I do appreciate it. And I will respond to your message directly. But I didn't see the link of and I was talking to J-Tap earlier. Salute to J-Tap and the entire Knicks Tape Madness Discord server. I said, can you post where you seen it? He's the third person I asked to post where you seen that there was talk of a team meeting. I did not see any talk of a team meeting. But I'll look again. Like I said, that doesn't mean that the team meeting didn't happen. I just don't see it nowhere. And the Clutch Points article did not really explain the dynamics of the team meeting. Even if you lead with, Brunson says, don't say what was said in the meeting. I don't care about what was said in the meeting. I just want somebody to say that there was a meeting. But I do, you know what? I'll talk a little bit about Dolan. Talk a little bit about Dolan while you guys call up. 646-995-8389. If I do miss your call, I will call you back. Sometimes I'm cooking and, I may not want to veer off really quickly. You just check in with my executive producer, make sure I'm doing everything right. I just got a text from my man Ron, still Knicks fan. Salute. Okay, I'll get to that later. I'm gonna go back to the research mode though, because I wanna pull up some of Dolan's comments. Let me see which ones I want to go with. It's a whole bunch. Because I was going over, like, for the podcast I read every single piece of Knick news. So I've still, like, sorting through, like, news But I got everything though that I want. It's just I gotta pull it up. But I'm gonna start here. I want to talk about this. James Dolan says the Knicks this season, we absolutely got to get to the finals and we should win. He says this, we should win the finals. Now, when he made this comment about winning the finals, it was prompted by the whole NBA Cup banner fiasco. And he said, we don't want no consolation prize. He says, this is a sports, this is a business, and anything can happen. But getting to the finals, we absolutely got to do. Winning the finals, we should win. Now, first off, salute to WFAN for getting that James Dolan interview. A lot of it we heard on the Roommates podcast, but there were some new things that we did not hear before, like the Giannis trade question. We talked about the banner, right? He talked about Leon Rose's future. I thought that was a great question. I can't remember the brother's name from WFAN, but anyway, that was a good question when he asked about Leon Rose's future, because it's something that I actually asked that question last season on the podcast. I said, well, Tibbs got his extension. Well, maybe not last year podcast. No, I think it was last year podcast. When did Tibbs get his extension? Last year, right? Nonetheless, whenever he got his extension, he got his extension. Brunson got the extension. Everybody got the extension. And I'm like, yo, we didn't get no word on Leon Rose's extension. So Dolan did clear that up in the interview as well. He said that they got a 5-year plan and they're on year 2 or 3 right now. So we could assume maybe that means that Leon Rose has another 2 years. I don't know, right? But this part right here, I want to spend some time on, because James Dolan truly believes that we can win the championship. I've never heard him talk about a championship like this before. Okay? We never heard Dolan be this confident, this defiant on our odds and the ability for us to get to the championship. What that tells me is, unless Giannis says, I want to come to New York, Giannis is not coming to New York, y'all. Because the Knicks they're not motivated to do a big trade. Right? They might do small trades. I think a small trade is coming. When I say small, it might be somebody who may start, who may be a 6-man, but it ain't going to be no all-star, right? They're not looking to do moves like that. They like the guys that they sign. So what this says to me, and I'm glad also in this interview that James Dolan clarified that Leon Rose is calling the shots. He even said that, and I don't think I ever heard an owner say this, but Leon Rose overrides me. And I don't think, because, there's a lot of cap, right? People be capping. I don't think he's capping, bro. I think when he said that, I think that is for real. So, because the stakes are very high, when he talks about the 5-year plan, I don't think that it's a 5-year window. I think they're talking about now, bro. At least the finals. You gotta get there. And if you don't get there, we're going to have to make some serious changes. Let me see. There's a couple of more joints. I kind of touched on some of the other points too. But yeah, this is the question that I said that he addressed. I'm gonna give you the exact quote. Sorry, I like to, I kind of jump the gun sometimes, but Leon Rose, he's with us long term, right? Leon Rose, the camera shy president, isn't leaving the team anytime soon, according to James Dolan. As far as I know, Leon Rose is with us long term. I like how he says that too. As far as I know, so if he's not here, it ain't my fault. We don't talk about the end of this. We have a 5-year plan, and right now we're more like year 2 or 3 of the plan. So you see that, okay? See, I deal with sources. I don't tell you that, yeah, Brunson said that there was a team meeting, or this person said there was a team meeting. This is why I stay in research mode. I'm going to give you the exact source, the exact quote. Hell, even though I don't like to play other people's footage like that, but I'll play the opposing, or the opposing. I play the soundbite from the source, right? So that way we can know what's going on. Let me see if I can find the Giannis quote. I also got the Giannis quote too. Oh boy, let me see if I could find it here. No, sorry, y'all. I didn't sort my news out, so I'm actually going through everything. But I want to talk on this Giannis stuff, and then I get back to the calls. 646-995-8389. If you're feeling Knicks Nocturnal, this is the first show. First night, couple of technical difficulties, but we be all right as always. So I don't got the Hoop Site quote. I got it somewhere, but I do got an article that talks about it. This is from CBS Sports. James Dolan details why the Knicks fired Tom Thibodeau, and he's not aware of any Giannis trades. Right now, the Tom Thibodeau, we could touch on that too. This is what he said about Tom Thibodeau. The team is really built on the shoulders of Tom Thibodeau. He built the core that we went as far as we did last year. So you really got to take your hat off to Tom and the job he did. But we came to the conclusion that we had an idea of how we wanted to organize the team. And actually it goes for both teams, Knicks and Rangers. And that meant we needed to evolve beyond the old traditional coaching formulas. We tried to work with Tom, and it really wasn't his thing, right? That's some of it. Not using the bench, because the guy he intervened, he said, oh, he doesn't use the bench. He said that's some of it. He said, but it was much more about the style of leadership, collaboration versus sort of a lone wolf. Okay, so that's he said some more, but that's what he basically said about why they had to let go of Tom Thibodeau. He didn't talk about the player input, because that was the reason. That was the real nail in the coffin, was the player said they didn't want to play for him. I'm going to say this, though. The collaboration is cool. And I'm bouncing it out. The collaboration is cool, right? It's cool to be on the same page. But honestly, yo, I'm for letting the coaches coach, because when that report came out that Mike Brown shares his rotations with Leon Rose so he won't be surprised, some people thought that was a little off, right? That could be the way things are done. We don't know. We're just fans, right? But I'm going to say this. I don't like it where the collaboration prevents Mike Brown from being being as good as a coach as he can be, because now he has to listen to Leon Rose tell him to play the double big lineup for his. I don't know if that's what he said. Just using it for his example. They'll tell Mike Brown, yo, man, you got to play the double big lineup. And Mike Brown's like, I don't want to play the lineup. I hope that's not what they mean by collaboration, because he's a coach. He knows more about lineups and plays and who should play than you. Yes, you're the GM. You put the team together, but he's the coach of the team. So how far does the collaboration go? Like, oh, we want to collaborate. Do you need to collaborate? If he's a good coach, why do you need to tell him who to play? I don't know. I'm just saying, I always was iffy on collaboration, because I'm looking at the lineups now, right? The problem was Coach Tibbs didn't use the bench enough. Now Mike Brown is playing 12 guys. Is that the collaboration? Is that Mike Brown? Does the collaboration come in to say, hey, Mike, maybe you should give Mo D a shot again? Where's salute to the brother that brought up Mo D, right? But where does the collaboration come in? That's what I want to know. And that's what we don't know. So, yeah. And then I want to touch on Giannis. All right. I want to touch on Giannis because Giannis is a big deal in this Knicks community. Dolan on whether the Knicks came close to trading for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Not that I'm aware of. And I think, look, we both love our team right now. They have chemistry. Hold on to that, though. I'm going to address that. They all like each other. I've never seen a locker room more copacetic. Is that what that is? Copacetic? Yeah, I think so. There's a lot of energy. Sorry, the screen is like far away from me based on where I'm sitting. But yeah. There's a lot of energy in there. Leon can always overrule me, like I said earlier. But I don't see us making a big change. So all the people that said, well, Dolan doesn't want to trade for Giannis, we're not going to trade for Giannis. He already debunked that claim based on this statement, right? Leon can always overrule me. I am the boss, but he can overrule me. But I don't see us making a big change. We got to keep building up this group. This group can win the championship. I believe that. And that ties in with the earlier quote that I had. Now, he said that they have chemistry. Did you catch that? They have chemistry. What about the four Nova boys? We never got to see that chemistry. And Julius Randle. What about when Julius Randle and OG and Brunson, they went 12-2 and we were so excited, and then the dude Jaime Jaquez from the Miami Heat with a dirty play takes Julius Randle out of the air, dislocates his shoulder, never to play another game for the Knicks again? What about that chemistry? I'm just saying. We never get a chance to build chemistry. Every year there's a new change with Leon Rose. And I'm not saying it's bad. All I'm saying is Leon Rose never builds chemistry. So why do we got to worry about chemistry now for the sake of not trading for Giannis? I don't understand that. He would be the best addition that you make. Sorry, he would be. Now, of course, we know Giannis never said he wanted to come to the Knicks, and the way he's been acting and the inside. Listen, I read a lot of news, dog. Trust me, I see all the articles, bro. This is what I do. I do this in my sleep. I see it all. Yes, I know the insiders said, oh, yeah, Milwaukee, they're not going to trade Giannis. It's all because of Giannis. It's not because of Milwaukee. I don't give a damn what the GM from Milwaukee says. It's because Giannis has not stepped up to say he wanted to be traded. Trae Young, what's he doing with the Hawks right now? They're collaborating to find a trade partner. It's not the Hawks that are going to trade Trae Young. He and the Hawks are collaborating to find a trade partner. How about AD? What did Rich Paul, what the quote that Rich Paul put out? Rich Paul said, oh yeah, we're working with the Dallas Mavericks to see where we would like to send Anthony Davis. It's not that Dallas is going to sit. So it's not about the team, right? Unless you get a boneheaded GM like Nico Harrison, who's just going to trade Luka. Foolish. Anyway, it's not that. It always will be on the star player. And by the way, Nico didn't trade Luka to Minnesota. Nico didn't trade Luka, okay, to the Indiana Pacers. Okay? That didn't happen. So, yeah, it's interesting stuff when you read these articles, man. And, always, as I always would say, always speak from a source. You know what I'm saying? Something like this. If someone said to you, hey, man, James Dolan wants to fire Leon Rose, something crazy, outrageous like that, tell them, yo, you got to show me the source. So I just want to say that I had to, put my spin on this whole Giannis and Leon Rose and James Dolan. And, well, Dolan doesn't want to do the trade for Giannis, so it's not going to happen. But in the same interview, The brother told you. He said, well, that man could override me. He could overrule me. He could say, hey, I want to do the Giannis trade. If you trust me with your organization, you trust me with this trade. And you think James Dolan's going to say, no, I don't want to trade for the best player I ever had. I will ever have or ever had. Nonsense. So, yeah, definitely call up 646-995-8389. I'm curious to hear, what your point are, what you guys have to say on these topics. And definitely, I call up 646-995-8389. So hold on. I got a message from my producer telling me to check something out. Telling me to read Ron's comment. I don't see it. Oh, I see it. Okay. It's a lot of chats. There's a lot of people in the chat, man. Salute to the chat. Salute to you, Buzzer Beater, by the way. You had a great post that you put up earlier. But salute to my man, Still Nick fans in the building. He said, what's good, family? Salute to the chat. Salute to my guy, Karan. I text you the Stephen Bonnie article when he listed Brunson Thomas. He said prompting post-game meeting with the players. Okay, yeah, I'm going to check that out. Let me check that out. I'll put that on the screen right now. I appreciate that. Always send me the source. I'm going to put that on the screen right now. Give me 2 seconds before I get to the next call. This is what I need. Okay, 11:07 p.m. Oh, it's not the link. It's a picture of the article. Prompting a post-game discussion amongst players. But that's not a team meeting, though. Thank you, Ron, for that. That's not a team meeting. Let me show you what a team meeting is. Let me see if I could get you. Hold on. Let me show you what a team meeting. That's a post-game discussion. It's not a team meeting, bro. It's not a team meeting. They had a team meeting last season. I'm mad I can't put screenshots up here because I don't know my password to The Athletic. But I'm gonna read you the title of what The Athletic article says because I'm not gonna be able to. Next time I'm gonna set it up so I could do screenshots too, because sometimes people like screenshots. I just like to go directly to the source, and I don't really got it set up for screenshots tonight. But they had a discussion. That's not a team meeting, bro. A team meeting is when you literally meet as a team and you go have a discussion. That's not a team meeting. That was a discussion after the game. You have discussions after the game all the time. That's not nothing new. Hello, caller. State your name. Where you calling from? Man, salute to you, Lauren from Cali, man. I appreciate your calls all the time, man. Tell me what you want to talk about. I mean, we got Dolan, we got Towns, we got team meetings, team discussions. Where you want to go? Okay. Yes, let's talk about it. Go ahead. Ooh. One second. I'm gonna let you get it off. I'm told by my producer that they can't hear you in the chat. Hold on. Let me I could hear you. I don't know why they can't hear you on the chat. Let me see something. Hold on. We just do. Give me 2 seconds. I'm gonna get him on there. I gotta add another source. Hold on. 2 seconds. It'll be done. But I hear you, brother. You definitely cooking. And Mike Brown, it's early, right? So I don't want to be so meticulous or so hard on my criticism on Mike Brown because we could turn it around. But all of that, he's better than Coach Tibbs and all of that stuff. Yeah, I don't want to hear that right now because it's too early, one, and two, we still got to put in work because what that team did last year, even though it wasn't a championship, it still was Eastern Conference Finals, right? So, it's something that we're going to have to do. So, let me yeah, hold on, I'm making that tweak right now. Yeah, I'm just looking for the app. Always technical difficulties on the first show. I don't know why they can't hear you, but try talking now. Let's see if they can hear you now.
Can you hear me?
Can you guys hear him? Let me know if you can hear him. Let me know if you can hear him, guys. Mic check 1 2 1 2.
Can you hear?
No, you can't hear him? Okay. I'm gonna call you right back. I'm gonna try to troubleshoot this on the back end.
No doubt.
And get the rest of the callers in. All right. I appreciate it. I'm gonna get you right back on. I'm gonna figure it out. All right. I don't know why you guys can't hear him because on my end it looks perfect. Let me what? You can hear the call? All right, so all right, let me get the guy back on the line. Now we can hear the call. Okay, cool. Let me get him back on. Let me get the brother back on. Hello?
Please leave your message for 3.
Okay. I'm gonna get him back. Let me try this other caller that I just missed. Get the brother back on. Keep the calls coming. Hopefully they could continue to hear the calls after this. 646-995-8389. Hello, caller.
Hey, what's going on, man?
Man, everything is good, brother. Hopefully, can you guys hear the caller? What's your name and where you calling from?
My name is Rock. I'm calling from Atlanta.
Nice, man. Salute. Okay. Are you a Knicks fan?
Yeah, man. I just
Gotta
been
make
down here
sure.
5 years, I'm New York everything, man. I just been down here for 5 years, Got married.
Nah, it's all good. We everywhere. I got people from Cali. I mean, people from all over. Somebody tried to call from overseas. I got a hit with an overseas charge too, by the way. Never doing that again. So yeah, we all over the place, brother. But yeah, talk to me, man. We got multiple time. I'm not sure which lane you want to go. I'm not sure if you want to talk about Dolan, Towns, team meetings. Where you want to go?
All right. I was feeling good about our chances of going to the finals and everything up until this 4-game skid. So been hearing some rumors about that there's some locker room tension that Cat and Brunson don't get along, which reminds me so much of what Kobe and Shaq went through. Remind me of that lyric, there's beef between the post and the point. Remember Jay-Z said that?
Yeah.
But in any case, so I have to believe that Cat don't have the necessary fire and he lets things get to him and it interferes with the team's chemistry and it trickles down. So I have to I'm in favor and I wasn't always in favor of it now, but I think we should make the move for Giannis.
Oh, okay.
So and from what I understand is what I've been hearing is if they was gonna give Giannis, they also wanted to give up what's the kid name? He didn't turn out too good. He used to be on the Lakers. He was in Washington.
Oh, Kuzma.
Yeah, so I figured this out. I'm trying to think what would they want back? Okay, if we get Giannis and Kuzma, I don't think he'll be much use to us because he didn't turn out to be what he's supposed to be in Milwaukee.
Yeah.
So I figured we have to give up Cat, which his salary equals Giannis, and probably OG, which I hate to do, but we have good wing defenders and what's the African kid that's off the bench we don't see him too much.
Diawara, Mo D.
Right. And we still got Shamit. So he's a decent defender. So they could plug that small forward spot.
Yeah.
And they
Yeah.
probably
Go ahead.
want a draft pick or two, but I wouldn't want to give the first draft pick for the first round because that's connected with Washington.
Right.
And there's this power forward kid out of Kentucky. I was just looking at the NCAA list, and he's probably the 10th. They have him listed as the 10th best prospect, but he's 6'10", and he's defensive minded. So that'll fit perfect as a four in the Knicks rotation if Washington finish in the lower 8 this season.
Right.
So everything would be lined up perfectly. But I say that to say that the reason this will work because Giannis and Brunson, they both have that fire to win. You have to have the fire to win for you to be successful. My only
Facts.
criticism of Cat was he makes too many defensive mistakes. I love him offensively, but the little knick-knack fouls that sit him on the bench, we don't need you on the bench when it's time to make a run. Because, truthfully speaking, he kills the other bigs on the team. So,
Right.
availability is the best ability. So that's my opinion on all that, bro.
Man, listen, man. I appreciate the call. I'm actually gonna respond as soon as you hang up. Great points. I look forward to your next call. I'll be doing shows pretty much almost every day. So I look forward to the next time you call, brother.
All right, great talking to you, bro.
All right, salute.
Salute.
Real quick before I get to the next call, I do want to respond to what he said. See, with Giannis, the trade, it don't matter who the players are going to be in the trade. It don't. The trade bogs down to Giannis and his desire to force his way to New York. That's the only way it's going to happen. If Giannis continues to play the game, dodging questions, instead of saying, I love Milwaukee, I'm going to stay here for my career. Oh, it's a disrespect to my teammates and da-da-da-da, goes off. Come on, dog. Stop. By the way, salute to you still, Knicks fans. I think you are correct. That's where they're getting it from, that quote that they had a discussion. That's not a meeting, bro. It's not a team meeting. Hello, caller. State your name, where you calling from.
Randu, 1973.
Hey, salute to my man Randu, channel member in the house. I do appreciate you, Randu. So talk to me, man. I got some topics. Where you want to go? You want to talk about Dolan? You want to talk about Towns? You want to talk about the team meeting? Well, it was a discussion, but what do you want to talk about?
Well, okay. I want to talk about, right now, I don't think the Knicks should make any trades. I just want to see this team finish out the season as is.
Okay. Why you don't want them to make trades? I'm curious.
I just feel I just want to give this team a chance, man. Maybe they might can pull it all together, and make a strong run at the end of the season.
Did you feel the same way about the RJ Barrett team or the OG Anunoby with Randall that went 12-2 and the Ford Nova boy? Did you feel the same way?
Okay, let me say this.
Okay.
At first, when I heard about the trade between RJ Barrett and OG Anunoby and
Quickly.
Yeah. And we got Precious in the deal also.
Mm-hmm.
At first, I was thinking, I don't want no damn OG. Because, when he was in Toronto, his ass stayed hurt a lot in Toronto.
Right.
That's what kind of turned me off on the deal at first.
Mm-hmm.
But then,
Facts.
thank God, once he came over here to New York,
right. Mm-hmm. 100%. Yeah. Facts. Yep. I tell people that all the time. The defense was terrible.
season we first got OG was the best that our defense was.
Facts. Definitely facts. So how do you feel about so you want to keep the team the same. So what would you do to resolve the lineup? There's so much guards and the, not playing the big guys. How would you address that? You want to continue running with it, or you want to change that up?
Like I said, I'd just rather continue running with it. But I will say this.
Okay.
If this team is not in the finals, I am all in on the Knicks making trades. If we're not in the finals, I'm
Okay.
all in. I didn't say trade. I said trades.
Trades. Okay.
I'm all in if they don't make the finals.
Okay. Now that's definitely respectable, man. Any final words for the people?
No, that's it.
Man, I appreciate you, brother. I look forward to your call, man. I'll be going live again tomorrow for that
Okay.
Clippers game. So we'll talk.
All right.
All
Talk
right,
to you
man.
later.
Salute.
Salute.
I appreciate my man Randall. I think that he brings an interesting point. If we decided to stay the same way, I wouldn't mind it unless we change the rotation. The rotation got to change. Like, all right, we don't do a trade. All right, we got to change this up. We got to make a painful decision between Deuce McBride, Kolick, and Clarkson. We got to make a painful decision with, okay, who's going to be the backup power forward? Maybe that's not a painful decision. I don't know. But you got to tweak this lineup, bro. Clearly, I mean, I don't know. Is it Leon Rose? Is it Mike Brown? The collaboration. That's what it all goes back to. That's what it all goes back to, man. But let me see if I got any more calls. 646-995-8389. Let me know your opinion. Let me see if this brother tried to get back in there. I think he did. I'm gonna try to call him. Try to call him back. If I don't get him, it's cool. I could talk about the next topic. Let's see.
Please
Hello,
leave your
he's not there. I'm not sure what's going on with his phone, but we'll try him again tomorrow. All right. So I do got something I want to share with you guys. The 82 Nights, a basketball fan's companion, is no longer the title. We have a new title, and it's something that I think fits this workbook more so than anything else. So no longer a companion. This is a basketball. I'm sorry, hold on. This is my producer sending me a message. I can't really multitask while I'm on the mic. But anyway, it's called the 82 Nights Official Basketball Intelligence System. Right? So definitely you can check this out on Linktree/The Objective Fan. You can go there and make a purchase. And definitely I want you guys to know a little bit about the changes and what this is all about. This is what separates the fans from who knows to the fan who's just watched. It's a documentation. It's having a record of what you saw when you saw it and what you said about it. That's why I created the 82 Nights, the Basketball Intelligence System. This ain't no diary. This ain't no scrapbook. This is a 260-page of structured basketball intelligence infrastructure. You got your game logging sections, your stat tracking metrics, your prediction documentation, everything you need to turn watching 82 games into building 82 games worth of credible analysis. See, most fans, they watch a game on Monday and they forget it by Wednesday. They argue on Friday with nothing to back it up. Not you. You got your logbook. You got your proof of what you said in November when everybody's revising their opinions in March. That's the difference. That's what the 82 Nights does. The link's in the chat, right? Like I said, the Linktree/The Objective Fan. Okay, we got the hard cover to the soft cover. It doesn't matter. What matters is you operating off of memory and Twitter and start building off of your own basketball intelligence file. Okay, the 82 Nights, the season logbook system, go get it right now. All right, so definitely go check it out. Like I said, on Linktree/The Objective Fan. And I look forward to seeing you guys on the other side. All right. Now, let me just check out, make sure I'm good on the calls. Make sure I'm good on the messages. Salute to my producer, Maxine, making sure I'm straight. Definitely keep the calls coming. 646-995-8389. I had what I was looking for too was I was looking for the Towns quote. I don't think I could play the video. Next time I do this show, I'm gonna play some videos when necessary, because I need you guys to really see Towns' whole aura, his whole posture is just off in this interview when he was asked about his role, and his response to me was just, the NBA guys, they are so well media trained that it's hard to get them to slip up in interviews unless they purposely just don't care, fed up, frustrated. And I think that's what happened with Karl Anthony Towns, right? And so I'm trying to get the exact quote that I want from Towns in terms of, let me see if this is it. Oh, no, this is not it. I'm going to go back to that Clutch Points article. Let's see. By the way, if you left the stream and came back, we discussed that. Well, we discovered that this was a team discussion. Okay, it wasn't a players only meeting. Okay, it was never decided. Brunson said that it was a discussion with the teammates after the game. It wasn't a players only meeting. It's a little different when you talk about players only meetings. That takes on a different context. All right, but let me see if they have the quote here. Let's see. Towns struggle to find his rhythm. Right? They don't got the Towns quote here. Yeah, this is the other quote. We got to go back to the drawing board. Towns said we got to figure it out offensively, defensively. It's a part of this too. We got to figure it out. Before that, he was just saying that I lean on my experience. Like, he kept talking about his in-game experience playing basketball. But you guys got to see the footage, man. I wish I could play the footage. Like, the way he said it, it just seemed like he's not happy. Now, once again, the angle I want to take, because this is level-headed Knicks talk, the Objective Knicks fan on Knicks Nocturnal Show. When you're frustrated in the heat of the moment and you just lost the game, especially the way they lost, man, it's hard to be happy. It's hard to, you know what I'm saying? Like, especially when you're trying your hardest, or at least you feel you're trying your hardest. I know some of you guys would be like, man, he had 6 points. What's he trying to do? But realistically, we don't know what's going on in his personal life, right? Not to make excuses, he's a professional, but everyone has their moments. So I wouldn't read into the Trouble in Paradise theme. Like, that's really where I wanted to go tonight. Like, don't read too much into the body language. I know we spoke about last night after the game, emotions were high. Did Mike Brown lose the rock? Honestly, guys, it's too early to say that. I don't think that Mike Brown lost the locker room. I think that this is just a classic example of growing pains, and also too, another thing I don't like, and salute to all the channel members. This is why I did that unfiltered thought. I said, yo, dude, you cannot compare this year's team to last year's team. It's first off, you still got too much season left. You don't know how far this team can go. Yeah, we lost to the Pistons and we got smacked 3 times in a row. Okay, that's cute. But, we can realistically, looking at the schedule, we got the Clippers. Harden may not play at home, right? You got the Suns, who are a decent team, but you could beat the Suns. Portland is not that good of a team. Sacramento's not that good of a team. You know what I'm saying? I mean, when you're looking at the schedule, you got the Warriors, who's not playing the best basketball. I mean, Dallas again, AD in and out of the lineup. We could win all these games, y'all. You know what I'm saying? We could definitely win all these games looking at the schedule. Then Brooklyn, there's a lot of games that's not right. So don't be too hard on yourselves, all right? I do got a call. Hello, caller. State your name and let the people know where you're calling from.
Yo, it's Moses, man.
Salute to you, Moses, man. Hopefully, can you guys hear him in the chat? Let me
Can
know
you
if
hear
you
me?
guys could hear him. Hopefully, you guys can hear him.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you, but for some reason the chat has been okay. They can hear him. Okay, go ahead, Moses. I'm gonna let you cook,
Yeah.
man. 3-minute rule in effect. What's up? Where you want to go? You want to talk about Towns? You want to talk about the team meeting? You want to talk
Man,
about
I just
where you want
want
to
to. I
go?
just want to say, like, somebody else other than Brunson got to step up, man. If they want to go far this year, because, like, I've been hearing that Brunson is not really getting help on the offensive end. Well, I'm not gonna really say he's not really getting help on the offensive end, but I don't think like a guy like Karl Anthony Towns is like a Robin to Brunson.
Right.
What you got to say about that?
Honestly, man, it's a lot to that question. I'm gonna answer it after the call. I'm gonna say you have a point, but there's context to it. I'm gonna say you
Right.
have a point, but there's and I will explain it because I don't want to step on your call. Go ahead.
Yeah, man, I'm not worried. I'm not worried about the three. I mean, I feel like down the road we'll figure things out. You understand? And we'll be all right. We'll still make the playoff anyway.
Mhm.
And I still think we on the top three. You understand? You just need to get ourselves together and just maintain healthy. You know,
Right.
and we'll be all right whether we in third place. Because again, once we stay focused, we lock and load. I don't really care. Okay, the Pistons smacked us. Okay, cool. I don't care. But guess what? When the playoff comes, we're gonna knock them out anyway. You know,
Right.
and Boston, I don't think they're gonna be able to sustain, going far without Tatum. So, I mean, we still got it anyway. We just gotta stay healthy and locked and load.
And so, what would it take for us to get back to first to being the best team? Was it getting the first place, or is it just winning a certain? What would it take for us to be the best team again?
Man, I don't care if we in first, second, and third place. That don't mean nothing to us, man. We just
Okay.
need to stay healthy, trust in each other, play better than last year, push the ball, run the ball more, play defense and play it together as a team. And if we could keep that up and do that in a playoff, the finals is where we gonna be at.
Right. Now, one more time. What was your question before you go? So because I want to answer it.
No, my question is, do you think Towns? To me, I think Towns is more like a little third option to the team.
Wow, you said third option. Okay.
I don't say I don't like him, but he's not like that one of those type of stars that could be a Robin to Brunson. Like
Right.
for example, like Brunson is the batman of the team now, and I don't think he's like a real Robin to Brunson. I think Brunson needs somebody like another star, like a star player that can really help him out. You know what I'm saying? So when he's off, then you could really count on that other player that could really keep it low, keep it going. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Right.
Or
Okay.
for example, like if we play in a big team in the finals, Brunson was to score 40. You need another star player that could put up 40 points, like with no problems too. You know what I'm
Copy.
saying?
I
So
got you.
again, I'm not saying Karl Anthony Towns can't do that, but I don't think Karl Anthony Towns is like a Robin to the team. Is he a good player? Yeah. Do I want to get rid of him? No. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying I would want to
Okay.
get rid of him, but I like somebody else said that. I heard people can't say that, man. They want Randall back in New York. And it's
Man,
crazy
listen,
because
man, Moses. I think we gotta cut it because Moses. When you go to back to Randall, yeah, that's what we gotta.
nah, I'm not gonna
Yeah.
go back to Randall because it's crazy. I'm gonna say this last thing.
Go ahead,
Like I'm
say
gonna say
it.
this last thing.
Mm-hmm.
I look like what's crazy? I look just like Julius Randle. I have the same face like him. You know,
Really?
and
Okay.
yeah, because what saved me because I was out at an event on a Saturday night, and then people just ran up to me. They're like, "Oh, I thought you was Julius Randle." I said, "No, I'm not Julius." But why? What saved me was I'm not 6 feet. Because if I
Uh,
was, they thought
copy,
they yeah. Because if you used to see
copy.
me, be like, "Yo, this dude really look like Julius Randle." If you used to see my Instagram,
Wow. Okay, man. Yo, man, I gotta check that
yeah.
out one day, man. Yo, Moses, I'll be back tomorrow night after the Clipper game. If you could call up. I really would appreciate it. I'm gonna
I
answer
hope
your
we beat
call
the
on
Clippers. I think we could beat the Clippers tomorrow.
I
We
hope we
should.
could beat the Clippers.
We
God
should.
damn. But I'm gonna, I'm gonna
Yeah,
answer your
stay up,
question,
man.
brother. All right, salute. That's my man Moses. I'm gonna answer his question. I think that Brunson and Towns could work. I think Towns definitely is a second option on the championship team. At that point, I disagree with him on. I think the problem is, and this may be our problem. Maybe not. Maybe Mike Brown and the whole staff, the gents and whoever else is the other guys. I can't remember the assistant coach's name. Whatever. The other guys, right? Maybe they can work on this. One of the things I said last night was it's okay to have two defensive liabilities. And honestly, I don't think Towns is as bad as a defender as you guys think he is. Because the numbers will show you that he's not as bad as you think he is. His problem is the fouls. If he didn't foul as much and didn't have to be put in a position where he can't be aggressive because he's fouling too damn much, he would be a way better defender. But the offensive fouls, next thing you know, you got 3 fouls. Now, how you going to protect the rim in the second quarter with 3 fouls? Or the third quarter with 4 fouls? Or the fourth quarter with 5 fouls? It's impossible. So that kind of debilitates Town a lot. Also, sometimes he's lazy in terms of he don't want to deal with certain backdoor situations. He's not fast to get over for the help. He's not the great. He does help, though. Towns does help. Most of his blocks comes from help defense. I'm not saying he's the best at it. I'm just saying he's not the worst at it. Put it like this. He's way better than Jokic. I'm going to tell you that right now. He's way better than Jokic defensively. Trust me, he is, right? So I don't think Towns is a liability except for fouling. And Brunson, he's a liability because he's not great on the ball and he's small. And he's always guarding 6'8" dudes, right? He's guarding the Thompsons of the world, the Duncan Robinson. This is a concern for me because some teams, not most teams, some teams have teams where you cannot hide Brunson. So if you could put a team around those two that can play defense, I think they could win the championship. Because I think that if you're going to have two guys like that, everybody else has to play defense. Everybody else, including the backups. Yeah, like them guys in Detroit come in, they all playing defense, they all flying around, they all getting blocks. Maybe we need to do that. Maybe that's Leon Rue's next move. Okay, I need to get me some defensive guys that can score. They may not even have to be two-way players. They could just scoring could be hitting the 3, doing what Duncan Robinson does. Not to say that Duncan Robinson is the best defender, but you surround him with all those defenders, he looks better, right? But I'm just saying, guys can hit an open shot. They can hit a 3, or they slashers, backdoor type vibes. We need that. We definitely need someone who we need a bunch of guys who defend and could score. Not necessarily got to be two-way, like creators and all that, like Jaylen Brown level two-way guys. No. I'm just saying you need some guys that can play some defense. If Brunson is not going to play defense, everybody else got to play defense, right? If Towns is not going to play defense, everybody else got to play defense, but also can score. Not a bunch of Mitchell Robinsons out there. We don't need a bunch of Mitchell Robinsons, guys that can get rebounds and defend, but, can't score. I appreciate you, Buzzer Beater, with the super chat. He said, appreciate the give membership. Love this channel. Yeah, salute to you, my man, Buzzer Beater, man. Sometimes I do that, spontaneous. We gift out the memberships. Listen, to all the channel members, from J-Tap to Yuri to HRM, Crim's dad, salute to Crim's dad, all you guys, the ones that's in the server, the ones that's not in the server, I appreciate you guys all the time. And, Buzzer Beater, I appreciate your support. And I also appreciate the super chat as well. Definitely, that's a good segue. Bam. If you don't want to send a super chat via YouTube, you can support the show by sending a super chat via Linktree. All you got to do is go to the link that's in the description, the link that's in the chat. The link is everywhere. Linktree / The Objective Fan. And you could also send a super chat that way as well. I do appreciate you guys. And also, you can get access to the 82 Nights on Linktree as well. Okay, so definitely I appreciate that, man. I appreciate all the support that you guys send me. Okay. But yeah, Moses, that's my answer to Moses' question, because it's something that I thought about, right? We already know the golden rule that you don't win the championship without the first team or the MVP. I think Brunson's on the path of becoming a first teamer, right? I got a video. I may drop it tomorrow talking about that. I broke that down. I think Brunson is on the path to becoming a first teamer. So that'll give us that obligation. I don't think there's trouble in paradise. I think that's cat. I think, from clutch points and the rumors and they had a team meeting. They did not have a team meeting, y'all. That's not a team meeting. A discussion after the game is not a players only meeting. When they talk about players only meeting, that's when guys, they all go meet in a place and they go hash it out. Right after the game, we have a team discussion. That it seemed like you should be doing that every damn night. After the game, yo guys, great game. All right, make it home safely. Maybe this time it was a little bit more intense, more deeper, because they lost 4 in a row. But it's not, it's no team. That's why nobody was talking about it like that. I'm going to keep it real. And clutch points is the only ones to do that. Because I was looking for the team meeting, but I probably overlooked the discussion because right after the game, I went live. So I didn't really have time to look at the news like that, So, yeah, I overlooked the team discussion. I was wondering where they got it from. Usually, when they put something like that in the title, they would source, Stefan Bondi interviewed Jalen Brunson, and he had the soundbite, or it comes from this. If they're not there, usually that's how it goes. So I guess clutch points probably thought that it was just understood knowledge, but no one else was talking about it. I'm talking about in terms of media people, right? Just only Stefan Bondi, that article from last night. As far as tomorrow's game against the Clippers as well, just to let y'all know, I watched a condensed version of the Clippers and the Warriors game. They were supposed to lose that game. The Clippers, let me tell y'all something, y'all. The Clippers are playing good ball. They did smack Detroit, but that was in LA. They did smack Atlanta, but that was in LA. And they got smacked by Boston, right? Boston, I'm getting ready to watch that game. Boston completely smashed the Clippers. Hulk smashed the Clippers, right? This game we got to win. We got to win this game. Can't tell you the last time we lost 5 games in a row. Maybe it was the 2022 season. I don't remember. Because I wasn't doing content back then, so I don't got notes from that year. But I got the 2023 season. I don't got the 2022 season. But I could look it up if I wanted to. But yeah, we can't afford to lose 5 games in a row. That right there is not a good sign, man. Yeah, I think you have to do, like, if we lose against the Clippers, you have to do a trade. You have to like it's something that is just not clicking, and you need to make a drastic change. And one way to make the change is just making a trade. Listen, I love Clarkson. I think he's finally figured out his niche in the rotation. I like what Kolek does in his limited time. I love Deuce McBride. Deuce McBride has six man of the year kind of caliber to his game, but you can't play all three of those guys. Sorry. Can't play all three of them, y'all. Can't do it. Let me tell you something. If James Harden plays, or whether he plays or not, they got a big lineup. They start Zubac, Kawhi. They started Dunn, who's like 6'6", 6'7". They start Dunn, Kawhi, Harden, and Collins. Collins is a real power forward. He's a real, let me tell you something. He's like a Julius Randle type. I'm just letting y'all know right now. If y'all hadn't watched the Clippers, John Collins, he's like a baby Julius. All right? I'm telling you, he's like a baby Julius. Remember, you heard it here first. Salute to my man Empire7179 for the super chat. He says, I'm new, but I'm definitely feeling this channel. I love the way you analyze the game. Man, thank you, man. I appreciate you. Hopefully you hit that subscribe button and you come back. I'm here. I'm probably going to be here every day. I'm definitely here on every game day. Tomorrow we got a post-game call-up show. So hopefully you return. I do appreciate that super chat, man. Yeah, I put the work in, man. Let me tell you something a little bit about me if this is your first time here. I study the game of basketball. I don't watch the game of basketball. I study the game of basketball, right? I got the 82 night system, right? Go get your copies now, like I said, on the link tree. This right here helps me analyze the game. I keep track of well over 80 stats. Most of the stats, you really only could get it from me because I keep track of it myself. So if you really want that in-depth Knicks commentary, different, independent, and different, I don't listen to nobody. I don't want to hear your narrative. I mean, I watch clips just to analyze what people saying in this world of social media. But in terms of like studying someone and no, I don't do it. I study the game myself. I watch too much basketball to listen to other people. I'm gonna keep it real. You could ask Maxine. I'm eating dinner, but I'm watching a condensed game because I gotta see exactly. Okay, why is Washington playing the way they're playing? I gotta watch that. I keep track of the news. I see the trends. I got to watch the game. I'm watching Washington against Orlando. That was a good game. You know, they were getting smacked, but then they came back. I learned about a new player from that Orlando has that didn't really play against us. Once again, in the 82 night system, right? I'm going to get his name. I just learned about him tonight because he didn't even play against us when we played the 4 games against the Magic. This kid didn't play. I'm like, who the hell is this kid? 6'6", 6'7", plays defense. I'm like, yo, why can't we get kids like this? And speaking of that, also, I'm going to tell you about the Clippers too. I'm going to tell you about the kid for the Clippers because I also took his name down. And some of you guys will remember this kid too. But the kid that I learned about tonight from the Magic, his name is Noah Pendle. Number 93, small forward. He's like 6'6", 6'7", or maybe even 6'8". Let me tell you something. That kid plays defense. He came off the bench. He was hitting buckets off the dribble. I'm like, who the hell is this kid? Why can't we get kids like this? Or maybe we do got kids like this. They just don't get the opportunity. But yeah, they got a kid. Yeah, that kid. But the other kid who I wrote down tonight in my players to watch section of my system, my 82 night system, is Kobe Saunders, number 10, right, for the Clippers. We drafted him, but we traded him for Diawara. Let me tell you something. This kid, Kobe Saunders, his jumper is wet. This dude was, first off, he plays point guard. He's 6'8". This kid, Kobe Sanders, is 6'8". He playing point guard for the Clippers. You'll see it tomorrow. If Harden doesn't play, this kid plays point guard, and they don't even got a backup point guard for the Clippers. They don't even got. That's part of the reason why they're not good, because they got Harden doing everything, but then they don't got nobody to back him up. But this kid, Kobe Saunders, had 20 points. He was giving Steph Curry the business because, you know, the Warriors, they tried to hide Steph Curry, similar to what we do with Jalen Brunson. But yeah, so yeah, I wrote about him in my journal, man. But Yeah, that kid Kobe Saunders he's a problem. I don't think he'll work us out because we got Wingstop, and I saw him against Curry most of the time. Anybody could really watch Curry. Now, I got to watch that Boston game where they got dog smacked. I probably watch it after I get off this live to see where his role is. I'm not sure if he started because he only started because James Harden wasn't there. But this is a kid that we could have had. I'm like, damn, this is the 6'8" kid we want. Now, salute to Mo D. Diawara. I like Mo D. Mo D I'm cool with Mo D. I'm not mad. But Saunders, to me, looks like he could be special, man. I'm going to keep it real. Okay, welcome my man Empire. Okay, salute to you for joining the channel, Empire. Hold on, let me get the sound bite. We got a new channel member, man, Empire. Welcome to the Objective Knicks Fan Nation, brother. At the end of the show, or maybe in the morning, look out for the welcome post. If you want to get inside the Discord server, I mean, the membership comes with a lot of perks. You know what? Might as well talk about it. Why not? Let's talk about the membership really quickly, since we got a new member. I appreciate all the members, man. The members get a lot. And, when you join the channel, it's not just a donation. Oh, yeah, salute. And you just want to support. Yeah, supporting is great. I appreciate all the support. Trust me, I do. But with the channel membership, the channel members definitely get a lot. By the way, if you love this, hold on. By the way, if you guys love this thumbnail, man, Maxine designed this. This thumbnail is fire. It's probably the best thumbnail we got on the channel. But let me show you really quickly what you get when you join the channel. We got 2 packages. We got the Starter Knicks fan. And well, both of these are hardcore Knicks fans. I still didn't make the change yet. I will. Both of these are hardcore Knicks fans. It's just that the other one is called the Hardcore Knicks Fan Plus. Because all you guys are hardcore Knicks fans if you on a show like this, late night, Knicks Nocturnal, right? So when you join the channel, you get access to the Knicks Tape Madness Discord server, which is a members-only server. We talk basketball 24/7, right? Knicks, all sports, but we talk about the Knicks every day. And it's a great chat. Members only chat, great content, great conversation, no trolls. This is not a free for all, everybody. I don't do that. I do a nice space. You could come in there. We get it in. We disagree, but it's always respectful. These are good people in there. You're going to see Yuri. You're going to see my man J-Tap, HRM. This will be Chance 2526, JJP NYC. It's a lot of great people in there. I'm sorry if I missed anybody, but there's a lot of great people in the Discord server. So that's one thing you get when you join the channel. Also, you get access to members-only live chats, members-only live streams. Definitely will be making a strong comeback as well. You get priority reply to comments. Anytime you drop something on the video, I make sure I respond to the channel members. Salute to my man Greg. No, I'm not Greg. My man George. Greg. It's so many people I know. Salute to my man George. He never is on the live show, but he always comments. And I always look for his comments. Salute to him. And also, you get access to exclusive content. I got well over 50 members only videos that you could go binge, from the Unfiltered Thought series to me hoop. I mean, there's a lot of stuff there. So you could go check that out. And of course, members get discounts on the official basketball system, the 82 Nights. All right. And also a discount on all the merch that I have. So all of that stuff can be found on the Linktree as well. All right. Linktree/The Objective Fan. That's how I get down. Everything that I have is there. Just want to keep it simple. Listen, in 2026, we got to move more efficiently. We got to move more efficiently. I sat down with Maxine, the executive producer. We came up with this show idea. Well, this is her show idea. So I'm giving her all the credit. Matter of fact, let me give her a salute, right? I'm feeling the show. And, we got some more things we want to bring to the table. So, thank you guys for rocking with us on the first night. We also going to do a morning show. Right? And we're aiming for Friday. So be on the lookout for that. Got a lot of content coming, y'all. Yeah, man, just continue to, to follow, subscribe if you're not subscribed. Hit that like button so more cool Knicks fans can find this channel because we turning it up in 2026. And if you are a subscriber, consider joining the channel like my man Empire. Salute to you, man. I appreciate that, Empire. Yup. And he said everyone needs some type of support. Man, I can't take no troll. Yo, let me tell you something. While I understand the purpose of trolls, What I don't like is that they don't keep the same energy. Like, we got this dude from Miami. I'm not even going to say his name. Miami got the worst fans. I'm sorry. Y'all got the worst fan base. The Miami Heat fans are the worst, bro. You never will come across a level-headed Miami fan. It will never happen. We've seen level-headed Pistons fans. Matter of fact, there's a dude, I can't remember his name, from the Pistons. Good dude. He didn't even call. Honestly, he could have called up and tow us. He could tow us up on the Piston post-game show. The brother didn't even call up. This guy been giving us our respects, our props. Matter of fact, I brought a dude on named Sid too, as well. He's another Philly fan, right? And you would think that, it'll be hostile, because it does get hostile between New York and Philly, but they got fans that are cool. I seen cool fans everywhere. Miami and Boston. Oh my God. Don't forget Boston, y'all. Boston, it's between Boston and Miami. I give Miami the edge, but Boston is up there too. Yeah, Boston is up there too. Especially the older Boston fan. Oh my God. Forget about it. So yeah, that's what we got. That's what we got going, man. Definitely, I appreciate. You know what? This was a fire show. Maxine, are we good? Talk to me, Maxine. Is there anything else you would like me to share with the people? I had fun. I enjoy talking about the Knicks, man. And like I say, listen. People, I'm not going to put, because some of you guys are objective fans too. But I'm just going to say this. You guys watch basketball, I see numbers. So when we get to that third quarter and we down by 10 going into the fourth, and I know our record is like 3-12 or something like that, yeah, guys, this game is pretty much over. Sometimes we come back. I mean, we did win 3 games. But yeah, I look at the game from a real objective perspective. I'm not on here fanboying. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I get upset, but see, I get upset because I know that I don't know more than what the coaching staff knows, right? I know that I know basketball, but I know that the coaches for the Knicks know way more than me. And there's no way that I could see that the double big lineup is trash. The double big lineup is trash. I've been saying I don't like it from last year in the playoffs. Last year in the playoffs, I've been telling y'all I don't like the double big lineup. I never liked it. I don't think it's a good idea. When Towns first got here, I told y'all Towns is a center, not a power forward. You put him at the power forward position, is not the same Karl Anthony Towns. His worst game this year is with Mitchell Robinson. It's just facts. Then they play together 5 minutes. Yo, how you start together, but you only play together 5 minutes? Can you explain that? I did it on the Knicks in 10 show. I went through all the numbers. I showed y'all it's not going to get better. Oh, let's continue. Think about it. We going up against the Detroit Pistons, one of the best rebounding teams, best paint defense team, one of the best teams, especially on inside, right? They attack the paint, they do all of that, right? They do everything in the paint, defend the paint, everything, right? So you start the double big lineup. Ain't that supposed to be your best shot? And then you going up against a team that don't even have their starting front court. You going up against some backup dudes. Beef's still as good as he's the backup. Paul Reed is a backup. You getting cooked by the backups, bro. Imagine if Durant and Harris is there. What's going to happen then? You can't go. He had the guy in the lineup that was the best until Hart got back, and that was Modine, and he took him out. So I know that they know this. I know I got 100 stats. They got more stats than me. And nobody doesn't see this on the Knicks bench. They don't see this. But then we got to collaborate with the front office. All these smart basketball minds. So, yeah, this is what you get when you watch me. You know, I gave the Knicks their props. I said, yo, we the best team in the East. I did a show on it. I did multiple shows on it. What happened? I told y'all. That differential tells the story. It separates the boys from the men. That's just what it is. But I think, did Maxine fall asleep on me? Maxine might have fell asleep on me, guys. Well, listen, man, this is all. I'm not sure if there's something else she wanted me to share. This is her show. But my man said, talk that talk. Listen, hey, listen, let me tell you something about me. And I appreciate, he said, talk that talk, my man. Let me tell you something. I could talk this all night. I'm not going to sleep right now. I'm a vampire, unfortunately. And you know, sometimes I got to get up early because I got to put my son on the bus. Oh, Lord. But I'm just up. I'm just I study the game, man. This is what I do. All I'm going to do when I get off of here, I'm going to watch Clippers games. I'm going to watch at least 2 more Clippers games condensed on Leap. Oh, you know what? I know something else I could do. Empire. I know something else. I keep forgetting to do this. I did this last season. I'm going to do it now. First off, Knicks fans, I know we trash right now. I know the Knicks don't look the best right now. Oh, my God. It is not the best. But we got to vote, y'all. We got to, listen, we got to vote every day. All right? We got to vote every day. Let me show you how long this takes. It literally takes 2 minutes. They made it even easier. All you got to do is select who you want. Jalen Brunson, right? Boom. I want Towns. Type in Towns. Okay? Hit the plus button. Okay? I want OG. Let me, listen, I know these guys are not playing the best, but they still Knicks and we still got to ride with them. All right, you got OG. All right, I want Bridges. Okay. Boom. I got Bridges. Okay, I want Josh Hart. Right, Hart. Boom. I got Hart. Or any other Knick you want to vote for. I don't care who you vote for as long as it's Knicks. Hit the review picks. Hit the submit. Show them that you're not a robot. Boom, you're done. That's it. Your votes is counted for. We need to do this every day. Now, salute to Knick Nation. Brunson is in the top 3 right now. We need to get him ahead of Maxey. Is he? I think he still is top 3. I don't remember the last time I looked at the vote. Anyway, nonetheless, we got to do it every time. Every day, it took me 2 minutes while I'm on live with you. If you got an NBA.com account, you could create one. That takes another 2 minutes. Once you create the account, show me how to robot, we got to make sure we get these guys in. Now, I know these guys ain't looking good. Damn, Towns. I'm trying to get you in as a starter. It's going to be tough, bro. Because last year, Towns actually was, no, but you know what's funny? Towns would still be a starter if they did it with the positions, but now they do it so anybody can do it. Yeah, Buzzer Beater said the All-Star ballot is super easy and fast. Salute to you, Buzzer Beater. I appreciate you, Buzzer Beater, for supporting me. Let me see my man J-Tap, he said. Oh, don't get him started. Yo, J-Tap, man, salute to the channel members in the house. My man Buzzer Beater, my man J-Tap, my man Empire, new channel member, my man Yuri, who called up earlier, HRM the Great, Krim's dad. Who else am I missing right now? FS Wisdom. Who else am I missing? I'm missing a bunch of people, man. And also, Buzzer Beater, thank you for that super chat, man. I think we're gonna call it a night. I'll be back tomorrow night. If you're a vampire, this is a late night show, Knicks Nocturnal, but the post game will probably be a little earlier than this, maybe around 10:30, 10:45. I'll strike it up because it's a 7 o'clock game or 7:30. Okay, if it's a 7:30 game, definitely around 10:45. We'll be back tomorrow. I think that's all I got because Maxine fell asleep as well, especially. But I appreciate you guys as always. Knicks will be all right. Don't worry about it. We love the Knicks. A lot of us go back to the 70s. I go back to the 90s. And I appreciate you guys, man. As always, let's go Knicks.